मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट पसीना बहाने वालों के लिए।
अच्छा,
शुभमन, बस इतना ही करना है, सिंपल है।
ये वाला पसीना नहीं, ये वाला पसीना, जिसमें पानी के साथ इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स का भी लॉस होता है। Muscle Blaze Hydrate Fizzy Tabs with electrolytes for rehydration, vitamins for energy reload, and BCAA for recovery. Now sweat it till you get it. Muscle Blaze Hydrate. Rehydrate, reload, recover.
Session 2 is all about to begin. Remember, a new set of teams that will be taking the court. It is the Kochi Packers who are all set to face off the Surat Diamonds, a new set of diamonds that are waiting to make their mark in the 3x3 league. And remember, Team Kochi, you've seen more of them, but you'll see some new faces who are trying to come out to put the best foot forward. Second session, alive and active. To straight away begin with the first team, let's welcome the Kochi Packers. To give them a very tough competition there on the other end. Like I mentioned, a new set of diamonds waiting to be carved out in the Indian basketball fraternity. It is the Surat Diamonds. Alongside them, we also have our match officials coming in. We'd like to call upon our match officials. Once again, Mr. Dinesh, alongside his counter official, the second one there, would like to make your way in. Thank you so much for being with us. Remember, they will come in with the match ball and also take proceedings for us this evening. And let me tell you, they're very happy with the kind of socks that they've got. And the official sponsors there, ATHL. The socks there that I've sponsored for this league, and the players there, I'm sure they're very happy with their smiling faces. We're straight away going to go into live action. We'll not waste any more time. Back into the commentary box.
Being an athlete requires a high amount of protein in my daily diet. And that is why my perfect breakfast partner is Muscle Based High Protein Oats. 17-gram protein filled with good fats, antioxidants and folic acid. This breakfast won't just kickstart your morning but will keep you energized throughout the day.
मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट पसीना बहाने वालों के लिए।
ये वाला पसीना नहीं, ये वाला पसीना, जिसमें पानी के साथ इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स का भी लॉस होता है। Muscle Blaze Hydrate Fizzy Tabs with electrolytes, vitamins and BCAA. Muscle Blaze Hydrate. Rehydrate, reload, recover.
मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट
3x3 action, session number 2, alive and active here once again. And we're straight away looking at the teams put their best foot forward. You're seeing everyone join the party here once again. And mind you, it's going to be very difficult and going to get very stressful as well as the teams keep going. You're looking at Avnish, who's also made his way in for team Kochi Packers. They've got an Avnish. They also have Vinod Rati, who's currently waiting on the bench, Mayur Bhatt alongside Ashish Yadav. And that looks like a very good squad for them. On the other side, the Surat Diamonds, like I mentioned, brother of Abudaya Yadav, Amol Yadav, is in the Surat lineup. We also have our veteran, Mr. Ravi Kumar, amongst the scheme of things. Not forgetting Tanuj Bhisht and Mohit Chauhan, the other players to contribute. Straight away, in action your Surat Diamonds. Fails to fill that spot here. Mayur. Back to Avnish. Mayur. Great passing. That's what they'll try and do. They'll try and win every point possible here. Amol Yadav trying to go all in. Mayur Bhatt this time. There's the two teams who've not yet been able to get those points on the scoreboard. And I'm waiting to see how this goes here. That's Avnish there also, aka Overtime Issue. You know him by that name. He's been a champion in the Indian basketball fraternity, doing everything he can to try and get things going. Amol Yadav here once again. Straight to the veteran Ravi. That's that one switch. Remember Ravi Kumar, he's got everything in his arsenal. Their first points, they're coming in from Amol Yadav. Nice and sweet. Mayur Bhatt in response gets two. That's what it is. You try and put your best foot forward. Kochi. And was that a foul? Yes, it is against Mohit Chauhan. The scoreline here will keep ticking, and so will the scoreboard. Can try and convert this. So he does, nice and easy. Another point here to the Diamonds. They bring it on level terms. Remember, Mayur Bhatt got the two. Can he finish with one more? Will he get the basket? Yes, he does. That's a push that's coming from Ravi Kumar. But the good point is that they get a basket, which means 1 point already earned. Chance at getting yet another. Mayur Bhatt here this time. He gets yet another one. Have to be careful. Unlucky this time. That's Ravi there on the rebound. Ravi Anna, as they call him. All the way from Chennai. Making sure he makes the most of every opportunity. Remember, he still has it in him to try and get the team going. Surat. Overtime issue, making sure he runs the game in the right direction. You've seen Vinod Rati make an entry as well. Amol Yadav will switch spots straight away. And a new player makes way there, Tanuj Bhisht. Mayur Bhatt, meanwhile, for the Kochi Packers, he's doing a good job. Team Kochi, they're enjoying themselves. Ashish Yadav, Mayur Bhatt, Vinod Rati. Some talented athletes there. Just that quick 1-2. Ravi Kumar. Nice and easy. He gets yet another one. That's all that you require. You have that height advantage there. Try and finish. All by himself there. That's been denied by Mayur Bhatt. And you'll see the game going in that same fashion. Fast-paced action, a different kind of basketball game that you'll be seeing here on. That's it. That's one more point. Trying to get more. 4-6 here. Good movement there from Team Surat. You can see now both teams initially warming up a bit, trying to find the feet, trying to understand which teammate works best in which position. Mohit Chauhan comes back. Ravi, a constant movement. Yet again, trying to get the yak right. That's Ravi Kumar with a lot of strength. On the post. Straight to Mayur and points. Kochi Packers coming back nice and tidy. 5-6 straight to Amol, who has an opportunity for Ravi Kumar, who has the height advantage. A little unlucky. Mayur Bhatt now. Straight to Vinod Rathi. Vinod comes in. Failed 3 times, a little too much there. Great fake and great conversion. Massive points here. I like the way they're going about their business. A little difficult there for Ashish Yadav. Ravi Kumar standing very tall. He's not very happy with the damage that's been done there. He wants them to try and do better. 5-8. Five to the Packers, 8 to the Diamonds. That's it, lovely. Great movement and great tactics here once again. Ravi Kumar, look at him moving here. Amol Yadav. It's very good actually. The pace has slowed down a little bit because the two teams are giving in their 100%. Once again, quick movement. They're playing nice and fast, nice and tidy. Vinod Rathi, he's feeling the heat a bit. Trying his best there, Mayur Bhatt. Back with the Surat Diamonds. Amol Yadav, he gets yet another one. Kochi Packers not able to respond in the right fashion. Mayur Bhatt this time. He bags one more overtime issue. That is Amnish. He's gotten into the game here. Will try and relax the muscles, try and make the most of every opportunity. Remember, he's fast and he can get the damage done. Swift movement here. That's issue there once again with a quick 1-2. Trying to maneuver play. Amol Yadav, he's showing his quick feet. Ravi, that's not yet enough. That's it. Nicely done. That's the kind of conversion the Surat Diamonds are able to get. Mohit Chauhan and company. Fantastic job here. Amol Yadav will switch. Continuing the movement here. From Chennai, it is Ravi who gets two. That is a legend at play, let me tell you. You cannot take him out of this game whatsoever. (19-12). If the Packers are able to get two more points, that's going to be the end of the game. Vinod Rathi, meanwhile. I beg your pardon, actually, it's not the Packers who require two. It is the Surat Diamonds who require two, and they finish with 21-13. What an end it is. Nice and quick, fast and easy peasy. That's how they like to do it. What an end to this game. We're moving on to the next game very quickly. Stay tuned as we witness live action in a matter of few seconds, bringing you the highlights of the action-packed encounter. That's it, our MVP, or the player of the match, who receives an entire kit from Muscle Blaze.
मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट, पसीना बहाने वालों के लिए।
शुभमन, बस इतना ही करना है, सिंपल है।
ये वाला पसीना नहीं, ये वाला पसीना, जिसमें पानी के साथ इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स का भी लॉस होता है। Muscle Blaze Hydrate Fizzy Tabs with electrolytes for rehydration, vitamins for energy reload, and BCAA for recovery. Now sweat it till you get it. Muscle Blaze Hydrate. Rehydrate, reload, recover.
Basketball players in the current country are currently here at the Noida Indoor Stadium. I'm sure you get me right here. Remember, it is the Delhi Dominators who are taking on yet another Lucknow Swarm team in this EP3L Championship. One side waiting to dominate, the other one waiting to swamp the courts. I proudly welcome the first team here. Put our hands together for the Delhi Dominators. The focus is always there, and so is the firepower. Don't forget, like I mentioned to you, ready to swarm the courts. The next team are none other than the Lucknow Swarms. And for the very first time in the history of basketball, we have two brothers who are twins and officials officiating the match for today. Let's welcome the two twin brothers, Ramesh and Rakesh. The players are always very happy, and to keep them going, we have our proud sponsors, ATHL at the highest level, who sponsored the socks. And like you can see, they always have that smile on their faces for the socks that they've got. We're not wasting any time, straight heading into live action. The toss is coming up soon. Stay tuned and don't go away. Here we go then, the second session in the day, the second game as well. The Dominators waiting to dominate against the Lucknow Swarms. They're looking nice and bright in shades of yellow. The Dominators always come in with their shades of red. I'm sure you've watched them in the preseason. Kind of entertaining basketball that we've seen. And a good blend of players as well amongst both teams. Some young guns, some veterans, some experienced minds. And I'm sure we're very well set for some action-packed basketball. I'm not very happy that with that move right in the front. Tanmay Mali right now with the ball, trying to counter, trying to move around. Ankur all by himself. And to join me in the proceedings today, we have Aaron Montero, who is playing for the Bengaluru Stallions. A very good evening, Aaron. How do you feel about this game?
A very good game. Started off quite strong. I don't know, scores 0-all for now. But yeah, quite some good players on the floor. Tanmay for the 3.
Absolutely, Aaron. Like you mentioned, quite some good players. It's a different kind of ambience, a different kind of day-to-day. Remember, the teams getting into the court, they were trying to put their best foot forward. Talk me through some veterans here who've come into this game. Gopal Ram, KF Zia. These are some of the top players in the Indian basketball fraternity. What are your thoughts on them?
I've watched them play when I was a kid. They're very good at what they do. KF used to play for Karnataka and Gopal for the Army. Really strong players. You know, KF, he was like one of the most prolific dunkers in the game in India. So it's quite good to see them come back in the sport. And you know, it's all possible because of the Elite Pro Basketball League.
And that's a brilliant point there. While you were speaking, you saw Tanmay, one of your friends as well, bag an excellent point. We've seen the two of you play really well. Previously, you guys have been buddies. I'm sure there'll be some kind of enthusiasm and some kind of competition when you probably go up against him. And I guess the rivalry is going to be something different altogether.
Yes, it is quite good because I've been a teammate with him for almost like 15 years, and it's been great playing with him. You know, we've had our ups and downs, but he's a really great individual guy. He trains a lot, he works very hard, so you know, you can't take that away from him. And you know, he'll always succeed because he's always had his focus on the game, and he really loves the game.
Absolutely. You always have the focus, you train well, and I'm sure we've seen that in you as well with the kind of basketball that you bring to the table. And cannot wait to see you get on the court today.
Thank you, Stalin.
And Zamam straight away, he brings another one home here for the Dominators. They put that 2 on the board. Shubham Rathi straight away to Gopal Ram. Remember, you have to be fast-paced. KF Zia, Tanmay Mali, Zimamuddin Zahir. 3 men trying to dominate here. Zimam's not going to miss that whatsoever. Remember, the game never stops in the 3x3 format. It's a continuous onslaught. You have no time to breathe whatsoever, and that's a speciality of this format of the game. Don't you think, Aaron, since the time 3-on-3 has picked up in India, it's certainly made a difference. There are new kind of fans that have been addicted to this format of the game.
Yeah, it's a very fast-paced game. You know, there's no stopping, just like you said. The excitement, the electrifying moments, you know, it's quite quick. Need a lot of stamina. You know, it's just a 10-minute game, but seems quite long when you're on the floor. You know, running around, playing defense, going for rebounds. So, yeah, it is a fun format, and you know, for the crowd as well, for the people watching, and you know, it's just got to enjoy.
Absolutely, just got to enjoy. That's the objective of this league as well. Tanmay Mali goes yet for another one. He brings home a sweet 2. Remember, 3x3 format, you don't have the 3s. You have the 2s that you get outside the arc and become so special for the players playing. You love to see the skill that they bring on display. Gopal Ram making life difficult for him. There's the Mahmoudin Zahir. A lot of strength involved in this game, isn't it, Aaron?
There's a lot of size in the game. You can see all those muscles, you know, pushing around. The other thing is 3x3 format, you know, the physical contact that is allowed is more than the regular 5x5 format. So yeah, it's another fun thing to watch when people, tussling for the ball, pushing around. So
It's already been about 4 odd minutes here in this game. If I had to ask you, which team or which player are you backing currently in this specific match, who would that be?
I would be backing the Delhi Dominators and Tanmay Mali because he has the skill, the exact skill required for this format. Shooting threes, you know, have the speed to cut in, to drive in, and he has the passing sense too. So yeah, I'll be backing him.
Absolutely. 6-3. The Dominators currently on 6. They still have time for the fouls as well. They just have 3 fouls, so nothing to worry about as such. Lucknow on the other side, they can certainly try and do more damage, bring more physicality into this game. Right now I can only see the men in red who are playing like the team. You've not seen that element of coordination coming in from the men in yellow. Maybe a few changes, a few substitutions, and maybe in a while from now they're just getting warmed up.
Maybe they need to get a timeout, to discuss a few things so they find out what's wrong with their team and, get some corrections and get back in the game. It's just 7-4, so the game is not out of their hands.
Absolutely. Sometimes I feel we forget the essence, and it's such an important part, the timeout, right? You still get 4 timeouts, 2 media timeouts, 2 normal timeouts, so that becomes certainly important, in this game. You try and get that at the right point, just like you mentioned, and I'm sure the game can turn.
Definitely. What you said is quite right. They need to take that time out if things are not going their way. It seems like, the Dominators are in control of the game right now, and Tanmay has the ball, drives in, and that's a great shot by Ankur.
2 more there for the taking, and Delhi Dominators. You're already listening to Aaron there, walking as a pundit beside me. And like he mentioned, there is an opportunity for them to take the timeout, trying and reset, rewind, try and put things together. Vikas this time, straight to Gopal Ram. Trying to steal that away. Has to work hard for this one. Bodies on the line. Vikas, he has 2 men on him, making life difficult. Ankur Anand Singh. Kev Zia is waiting on the bench, trying to come in. Shubham Rathi, meanwhile, on the other side for the men in yellow. He makes his way in. How are they going to drive this? It's very exciting to see if the Lucknow Swarms can certainly come back. A 5-point difference there for them. And you see the Dominators are coming very close to that 6-7 point foul. They have to be aware to not let a bonus away on that note as well. The physicality aspect is certainly there in Team Red, in the Delhi Dominators. But don't do away with the Swarms. I'm sure the game can change at any point. Talk us through the training, Aaron, in terms of 3x3 format. I'm sure the viewers are very well versed with the 5x5 format. It's been there since ages. 3x3 has been picking up globally, but in India, it's only been a few years now that people are getting acquainted with this format. So what's the kind of training that you undergo?
It's a lot of conditioning and a lot of endurance in this format. It looks like it's a short game, but I feel the times I've played 3x3 and 5x5, I feel there's more of these short movements, fast movements that you got to keep doing for the whole game for 10 minutes. So I think it's more tiring, this format, and you need to be quite conditioned to play this format. Fitness plays a big role in this format, and of course the skill level has to be high. The skill counts a lot. I see a lot of people just driving in and using their bodies, but you need to have that skill where you can just drive by the guy and get a guy open or get your own open shots.
And I guess that's one of your skills as well. You take the game right deep and finally come out with an assist with some of one of your very good tricks. I can see a smile on your face as well, which is, I'm sure you know what you do, but that's something that we've analyzed in your game as well, the kind of game that you play, always making sure that you're a team player, which is also an essential aspect of the game, not going all by yourself, but trying to make sure that the team gets the points. And I guess that's been the story today for the Dominators, who are leading with 13-6. Shubham Rathi gets another one, but there's no waiting. Tanmay Mali tries to come back with an answer. Not successful as of yet. Shubham continues. Gopal right in the middle. There you go. He's finding it difficult. He's earned that one any which ways against Zimam. And I like that strategy there. Zimam's staying on Gopal all the time. It's a travel that's been called.
As you could see, Stalin, the way they are playing is quite random. They need to use certain set plays to play the game, to get the offense going. Because when shots don't fall, you need to have a good rhythm. You need to have good open shots. You need to have good passing. You have to have cut-ins. I see no screens happening. I see no off-the-ball screens happening. I just see people receiving the ball and just playing one-on-one, and the other guys just standing and watching him. So you need to move a lot in this game. You need to have a lot of screens. If you watch the top level tournaments, 3x3, there's a lot of screening, lot of cutting. So these guys need to discuss that in the timeout and start moving in the game.
I'm sure it can get better as time progresses. Just like you mentioned, try and get a gameplay in action. Try and get a certain kind of sense in the way you want to go about your business. That's very important. And currently, yes, you're right, I cannot see something happening, but I'm sure they've discussed that in the timeout. And the Dominators, they still continue with their aggressive form. They still continue with the dominating presence on the court. And like you mentioned, you're rooting for the men in red, and they're currently in the driver's seat.
Yes, definitely.
Shubham tries to go in once again. Very close to getting that right. Zimamuddin. Look at that movement. Vikas. Tanmay Mali with a wonderful jump. And that's Vikas who converts. He gets one. Don't you think they need to make more use of Vikas and Shubham Rathi? Probably should Gopal be rested for some time? What do you think, Aaron?
I feel what you're saying is quite right, because they need to. They're focusing too much on Gopal, to get the 1 points. But you can see the Dominators, they keep trying to shoot threes, because this format, if you can shoot threes, that's how you win the game. As you can see, Ankur with a 3.
Absolutely, he gets in yet another nice 3. And we cannot emphasize on the fact Gopal's still trying his best. Remember, age is just a number. He's standing right and tall there, I must say, in the center. It's been 10 minutes of the game that you have to stand in, and to try and continue the entire process without being tired, it gets difficult. I'm sure there are no breaks in this format. And like I emphasized before, if Gopal is rested for some time and probably a substitution is made around him, I feel they may look like a better side.
Feel they're trying to keep him inside as an advantage as a big man, but it's working against them. So I feel they should go along with a different plan right now. It's still 2 minutes 33 seconds in the game, and you could always come back in this format till the last second. So let's see what happens.
Rightly said, always come back until the last minute. Always an opportunity. KF one of the top names, and look at him move, look at him perform. And that's what we mentioned previously as well, that this league is not just for players who keep playing basketball. If you have the talent, you haven't got an opportunity, probably you're old, probably you're young, it doesn't matter, right? You come into this league, if you can make a name for yourself, if you can show the skill, you have the attributes, I'm sure you're going to be the next star in Indian basketball.
It's really a great opportunity, because people don't realize it's been long since someone has stepped up and bought in a professional league in India. So now that it's here, we need people to go ahead and support this cause and just play and just stand with EPBL. And we all are really grateful as players, because there's this opportunity that's been presented to us. So you can see, like you said, we got old guys, we got guys who are veterans, we got guys who are young, we have got guys who have not had the platform to showcase their talent. So this is where they got to be.
That's right, absolutely well said, Aaron. 11-16. There is still a chance About 2 minutes still remaining. And most of the fouls on Gopal Ram actually. He's making the most of the opportunity.
I think they're having the foul advantage, so they're getting 2 free throws on every foul after this because it's already been 7 fouls. So, rebound by Zimam.
And that's one of the way the game changes as well. Remember, you get 2 free throws. What an option that is to double the score straight up. Himanshu Godara. That's been stolen by Vikas. Gopal. Wasted that time there. Should have put it in. Don't you think, Aaron?
Yeah, I think Gopal's not familiar with the rules. He thought he had to, clear the ball outside. But they're still in the game. It's 1 minute 30 seconds. They can still come back in the game. It's just 4 points.
2 threes and probably that will change the scenario completely. Vikas Yadav here, he has all the time. Himanshu Godara. Not enough, not yet enough. The Dominators know they need to slow things down. The last 1 minute here in action. Zamam, he's not able to convert that as well. That's a good pass there for Himanshu Godara, who comes in right. That's another foul. And yet another free throw.
50 seconds and they have 2 free throws. They make both. It's a 2-point game and they're still in the game.
Exactly what we were saying. Free throws can certainly change the complexion of the entire match. He let it go away completely. You need that focus, don't you, Aaron? It's not easy to even take the free throws. It does look easy as a viewer, but I'm sure when you're standing there, it takes a lot of concentration.
A lot of factors chime in because, you're tired at the end of the game. You're tired too, and you need to focus. So exhaustion is a big factor that plays a role in free throws at the end of the game.
16-12. They missed an opportunity at 2 free throws here. The Lucknow Swamps. I would be very happy if at least they got one of that. Shubham Rathi trying to go all by himself, and he gets one. Tanmay Mali straight to Zamam. Gopal has a chance. Why isn't he taking that opportunity, Aaron? You think someone needs to give him a talk there?
I think he was going for the 3 because the time is less, and I think this game is about to end in favor of the Delhi Dominators.
Lovely there from Gopal. He's showing the skill. The audience is enjoying it. And nevertheless, they did give their 100%. 14 points there against 16. The Swarms fall. But it is the Dominators that certainly dominated really well. What an end to this match. And I'd like to thank Aaron Montero, one of the players here from the Bengaluru Stallions, for joining us alongside in the commentary box.
Thank
we
you, Stallion,
still have many games to come.
Thank you, Stallion, for having me over here. I really love talking.
Thank you so much, Aaron. I'm sure we'll have you more in the commentary box, and we wish you all the best for the games to come. That's it from our side on this one. We're moving into the highlights of this game very soon, and the action will continue nevertheless. As you can see there, the fans, they've been given t-shirts from the players, and they're very happy to receive those t-shirts. Look at the joy that they have in that 3x3 format, blooming with happiness. And what a way to come watch the game or go home with a free t-shirt. That is pure basketball for you at its best. Highlights here for you. It keeps going. And some of the moments from the action. Gopal Ram, he found it difficult at the start, but there were certain parts of the game where he countered on the opposition. Zamamuddin Zahir, another top talent who is showing us what he can do at its best time and again. Tanmay Mali, you never miss out on the kind of skills that he displays. They were trying to play like a team, and the men in red, they dominated, certainly did until the last few minutes where Lucknow Swamps came back in and gave the opposition a few jitters. That's Tanmay there for you with another sweet 2 or 3 as you may want to call it. We're straight away heading to the player of the match, and that is your man, Tanmay Mali, who receives the Muscle Blaze hamper for his endurance, for his strength, and to improve his presence on the court. Tanmay Mali, the player of the match. That's it from us for this specific game. We're heading into the next one in the women's section. Live action will begin very soon. Stay tuned.
Being an athlete requires a high amount of protein in my daily diet. And that is why my perfect breakfast partner is muscle-based high-protein oats. 17-gram protein filled with good fats, antioxidants and folic. This breakfast won't just kickstart your morning but will keep you energized throughout the day.
मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट, पसीना बहाने वालों के लिए।
ये वाला पसीना नहीं, ये वाला पसीना जिसमें पानी के साथ इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स का भी लॉस होता है। मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट फिजी टैब्स विद इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स, विटामिन्स एंड BCAA। मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट, रीहाइड्रेट, रीलोड, रिकवर।
मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट, पसीना बहाने वालों के लिए।
शुभमन, बस इतना ही करना है, सिंपल है।
ये वाला पसीना नहीं, ये वाला पसीना जिसमें पानी के साथ इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स का भी लॉस होता है। Muscle Blaze Hydrate Fizzy Tabs with electrolytes for rehydration, vitamins for energy reload, and BCAA for recovery. Now sweat it till you get it. Muscle Blaze Hydrate. Rehydrate, reload, recover.
We move forward one after another. And here we are then, we're looking at yet another women's match right after this. It is the Chennai Chargers who are ready to take on the Chandigarh Dreams. Remember, the Chennai Chargers are playing their first match and the Chandigarh Dreams waiting for a victory. I'm sure they want to try and put in their 100%. On the same hand, it is the Chennai Chargers who charge their batteries to try and come in and put their best foot forward. Let's not waste any time. I straight away welcome the first team. On my far left, it is the Chennai Chargers. Like I mentioned, the second match, they're waiting for a victory. The competition is going to be top-notch. Let's welcome the Chandigarh Dreams. And like I said before, we also have our match officials. Let's welcome our match officials for this game. Everyone is in readiness, and so we are not forgetting our sponsors for the socks. The players are very happy with the ATHL socks. They've been the sponsors for this event, and live action continues on the Freedom Global Sports Network. It's toss time. Be ready.
मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट, पसीना बहाने वालों के लिए।
ये वाला पसीना नहीं, ये वाला पसीना, जिसमें पानी के साथ इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स का भी लॉस होता है। मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट फिजी टैब्स विद इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स, विटामिन्स एंड BCAA। मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट, रीहाइड्रेट, रीलोड, रिकवर।
मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट, पसीना बहाने वालों के लिए।
शुभमन, बस इतना ही करना है, सिंपल है।
ये वाला पसीना नहीं, ये वाला पसीना, जिसमें पानी के साथ इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स का भी लॉस होता है। मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट फिजी टैब्स with electrolytes for rehydration, vitamins for energy reload, and BCAA for recovery. Now sweat it till you get it. Muscle Blaze Hydrate. Rehydrate, reload, recover.
Being an athlete requires a high amount of protein in my daily diet. And that is why my perfect breakfast partner is muscle-based high-protein oats. 17-gram protein filled with good fats, antioxidants and folic. This breakfast won't just kickstart your morning, but will keep you energized throughout the day.
मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट, पसीना बहाने वालों के लिए।
ये वाला पसीना नहीं, ये वाला पसीना, जिसमें पानी के साथ इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स का भी लॉस होता है। मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट फिजी टैब्स with electrolytes, vitamins and BCAA. Muscle Blaze Hydrate. Rehydrate, reload, recover.
मसल
Here we are then, we begin action straight away. It is the Chennai Chargers, I beg your pardon, who begin proceedings. Remember, it's their first match going against the Chandigarh Dreams. Remember, Chandigarh Dreams began their campaign in this league this morning. Found it a little difficult to get going against the Mumbai Starlets, but I'm sure they'd want redemption. They'd want to try and get back to winning ways. And on the other side, you can already see the Chennai Chargers who begin with the first point. And the first points coming in from Winner. To join me in the commentary box, I'm joined by the player from team Delhi Wildcats, Tavleen, who's having a nice smile on her face. Tavleen, are you very excited for this league?
Always, always excited. Stalin, it's very nice to be here with you. And I want to place a bet. Who do you think is going to win?
According to me, I feel it is the Chennai Chargers. They're looking nice and bright. And also, before this, there was Zamam who came in here and he said, sometimes it's just the jersey that probably tells you who's going to win. So because team Chennai has a brighter jersey, I'm just going to support them.
Right. So we can't have a bet because I am also supporting them.
All right. So I'll probably go in for the Chandigarh Dreams, and let's try and see if the Dreams get their
Can prove
first
us
win
wrong.
today. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. Another 2 here, and that's good. That's been an excellent start actually for the
True,
Chennai
true.
Chargers.
I think after the last match, they're more pumped to be aggressively defending.
Absolutely. And are you seeing something different in the way they're going about their business? Did you watch the first game for the Chennai Dreams and for the Chandigarh Dreams, and now they're playing their second game? Do you think something's different?
Yeah, it definitely is. I think in the first game, they were just not getting their rhythm. But now, like, they're moving on the court like a better balanced team. They understand that they need to hustle more, and 3-on-3 is not a format where you can just stand around and, get your buckets.
Absolutely. Team Chennai, they're playing really well. Look at the way they're going about their business. Putting in absolute amount of pressure. And I'm sure Winner coming into that squad is giving a different dynamics to this entire team.
Definitely. I think, like, seeing Chennai Chargers, a lot of them are fast, short players. So the fact that Winner is here, I think it's going to really help in post.
Absolutely. You need that one push there. You also have Simran, you have Nivya. And I'm sure they're doing a fantastic job at trying to get the team together. Currently, they look like a team who's playing with that coordination, with that team essence that you really want to see.
I think they're playing in a far more calm way than Chandigarh Dreams. But if they want to win, I think they're going to have to buck up.
And Tavleen, if you can also tell me, you've been playing against friends all this while in basketball in India. How is it when you go up against your friends? What are the kind of things that you guys do? Sometimes does it get too heated up? Is it okay? Is it always frenemies? We've seen a few videos of you, Hemangi, and Kritika recently. There's always that good banter that you guys share. So how is that process?
I think before we step onto the court, we're always teasing each other and being like, we'll see who wins, we'll see who does better, because we know each other's game, right? So what is something different that you're going to bring to court this time that I'm not expecting? I always look forward to that. But at the same time, once we're on the court, they're enemies. They're definitely enemies.
Absolutely. And I've been asking this to almost every player. What is something different about this league that you would want to point out? I'm sure you've played tons and loads of leagues, in India. But something about the EP3L, if you had to point out, is different. What would that be?
I think the fact that you've organized this league pretty well, right? And despite all the pushback that you've got and everything, you've been going and you've really stood up for players. I think that is something that is different, definitely different about this league. As far as the games go, they're always competitive, and I enjoy seeing 3x3 far more than 5-on-5. There's so much action throughout the game.
There it is, yet another point for the Chennai Chargers. They certainly look like they're in mood for some action, and almost everyone's contributing here for the Chennai team, be it Winner, be it Nivya. They're all putting their best foot forward. Geeta has come into the game now, so you can see Geeta also trying to contribute in every aspect possible. I had Aaron, join me in the comm box in the last match. I was talking to him as to what is the kind of training that you go through for specifically 3x3. I'm sure it's different from 5x5. What's something that you'd want to share, with people watching who are not well versed with this format? What's the
Right.
kind of training that you need to go through?
I think you need to really know your basics well and be able to have that explosiveness whenever playing a 3x3 format. And the people who think that 5-on-5 requires endurance but 3x3 does not, I want to tell them they're absolutely wrong. 3x3 is a 10-minute complete action-packed game and you need to be on your feet all the time. 5x5, if you have the endurance to just run for 40 straight minutes, it will get you through almost 60-70% of the game. But 3x3, you really need to know your shit.
Absolutely, that's rightly mentioned. You need to have all the boxes ticked, that concentration, level of endurance. There's no time to breathe actually, right? You
Exactly.
always have to stay focused. You miss a move and I guess the point goes away. The game could also slip away.
And the fact that there are only 12 seconds on court to set yourself, it's a big deal to be able to make a move and decide all of those things.
6-4 currently. There's just a 2-point gap between these two teams. If you were the coach for the Chandigarh Chargers, right?
Yeah.
For the Chandigarh
Chennai
Dreams, I beg
Dreams.
your pardon. What would you tell them right now?
I think I like the fact that they're hustling, but I would ask Malika to play inside more
Yeah.
because I think that's a strength which she's not been using so far.
Absolutely, that's right.
And it would even give the Dreamers, other forwards, a breather to be able to just give her the ball and be like, oh, you got this.
Wow. That's very well said, Tavlina. And with that, you saw Winner also put her skill on display. Going in way too deep, actually. Kiran Prajapati is also there here for the Chandigarh Dreams. We've got a timeout here that's been taken. How important is the timeout, Tavleen? I'm sure it can really break a partnership that's going. It can really break the momentum of the team that's leading. And do you think it's coming at the right time here in this specific match?
I think for most of the teams, they try to keep their timeouts for as long as they can and they wait for the other team to take the timeout first so that they can strategically use it. But depending on the stamina of the player, sometimes you require a breather, and if that you get at the right time, it can be a saving grace.
Absolutely well said. I guess if you have to beat a team like the Chennai Chargers, they're looking in charge of the match currently for sure. And the way to do that is to try and come back to give your 100%. And the Dreams, the Chandigarh Dreams, they can certainly get going from the next part of this match. Try and come in, use some strategies, maybe like you mentioned, ask Malika to play a little bit inside to try and convert those points. Because remember, on the opposite side, you also have Winner for the Chennai Chargers, and she is someone who comes in with a lot of pace, a lot of power as well, strength, if I may
Right.
say.
But I would really like to see Malika play a little inside, a little bit more. Because I would like to see their matchup and how it fares for both of them. That's a great rebound, see? It is important to understand the pace, like your own pace. For example, if Malika thinks that Winner is faster than her, then she needs to use her strength, right?
Absolutely.
Chennai Chargers is definitely a faster team, but Chandigarh Dreams are far more strong. I just want them to see, I want to see them using that strength on court.
Absolutely, because I know that these players, they have the potential, right? You've seen them. It's a good mix. It's not a bad mix as such, but I just think that till the time they find their feet, till the time they can play as a team together, I guess until then it's going to be a little difficult. You just saw that 2-pointer coming in.
Yeah.
1 point actually for Anjana Daisy. Winner. That's the strength that she's going to show for sure. And if she's coming in with that firepower, you have to try and put your best foot forward.
Exactly. Rightly said, Shalan. And the thing is that they need to, I think, kick out the ball a little faster because they keep getting stuck at the 3-point line. and they don't have time to make any other moves because somebody's always standing with the ball. This is not a game in which you can stand.
Absolutely. I'd rather focus on getting 1 point than waiting for those twos.
Perfectly
right?
said.
Try
Yeah.
and go inside, try and get the ones, at least keep the scoreboard ticking so that we know that we're getting the points, putting the pressure on the opposite team in terms of not allowing them to win those
Exactly.
on the offense.
The more possessions you have, the more chances are that you will be scoring.
Absolutely. And remember, it's not much of a difference actually between the Chargers and the Dreams. It's just the 1.98. 4 fouls for the Chargers, 3 for the Dreams. So there's still opportunity in terms of the fouls. They can play a little aggressive.
And they've been holding their own quite well, the Dreams.
That's true.
You can really see them hustling by now.
Exactly. I can see Geeta also playing a really handy part here in this game. You can see her tailing onto Anjana, making sure that man marking is perfect. Winner now. Trying to go all by herself. Not successful.
Just needs to finish a little better. That was a great drive, but
I saw Geeta waiting there. Only if she had passed, probably that would have been a better point.
they don't have time. They need to shoot. They need to play looking at the shot clock.
Absolutely, that becomes very important. It's a essential part of this format. 10-8.
You know, 2-pointers can change this game entirely, which is why it's very important to defend the 3-point line.
Rightfully so. And until the last second, until the last minute, there's always an opportunity. There's always a chance to try and put your best foot forward.
For all you know, we both might lose the bet that we started with.
I'm still going in with the Dreams. I'm hoping that there is a comeback just like that. Kiran Prajapati among the scheme of things here. Wow, that was
Nivea
brilliant.
with a great shot.
And that's the experience that Nivea brings to the team as well. There's some class. Malika saved this time. And, they need to move around. That's
That was
one
a
thing.
good defense. Beautiful defense.
That's one thing that I haven't seen from team Chandigarh Dreams. That movement. They're lacking that movement. Constant movement. Nivea, hard luck there. Would have got another one. Perfect for Geeta. She has all the time. That's good passing here.
Good defense.
Malika.
That is great defense by Malika.
She's making life difficult for winner right in the center. But remember the passes, if they continue, the points will come in.
Nivea with a comeback shot.
And Nivea has all the time in the world.
They need to guard the threes better.
Winner once again. That's a tough fight. I'm sure she'll get that foul there for herself. I guess this is that moment in the game where they'll have to try and up the ante. Because you see winner has already come out. So playing without winner,
You're going to be have to be really fast to get around Malika.
absolutely. They probably try and find a loophole in the Chennai team here, the Chandigarh Dreams, because winner is not playing, and you have to convert that. You cannot miss that there, Malika.
You cannot be missing such shots if you want to win.
Back with Nivea here. Geeta's waiting. Nivea all by herself. Straight to Geeta. Great passing. Nicely found back here
Quite a
by
hustle
team
there.
Chandigarh. It's getting a little difficult.
It's getting more and more intense.
5 for 3. Geeta, she makes way for winner. Those few seconds, that small break that she's taken, and she's back in action here. There it is.
Good shot.
A good point. Winner taking her time. Straight to Simran. Nivea was free.
Oop. That was funny.
Yeah, something different. So are there any kind of strategies that you guys have planned? Team Delhi Wildcats, we're yet to see you play.
Oh, we have planned loads, but that
Yeah.
you'll only get to know on court.
And is it against a specific team or just in general for the entire league?
Both. I think there are certain principles that need to stay constant throughout the game. But then again, for specific teams, we'll definitely have specific moves.
And if I had to ask you to rate your team on a scale of 10, what would you say?
Oh, 10. Definitely a 10. I would rather say a 9.5 because there's always room for improvement. But in this league, we're here to win.
Nice. We like that enthusiasm, we like that commitment and the dedication that you guys have. And also that confidence. Remember, if every team comes in with that same confidence that we are the best, I'm sure things will look different. When the
Definitely.
mentality is great, I'm sure the performance will be even greater.
Unless you think you're going to do well, you are never going to do well.
Absolutely.
So our mantra is only to have fun, and the game will take care of itself.
That's very well said, Tavleen. Are you happy with the team composition?
That is a controversial question that you're asking me, Stalin. Do you
But
really want to know the
I'm
answer
still,
to that?
I'm still waiting to understand as to how does your team look currently. You know, I'm not sure if you want to share some weaknesses with us, but are you happy? What are the kind of things that you're looking at? Is there some spots to fill in for you guys?
Actually, I think I'm quite happy with my team because height can be a big advantage here, especially if you have players who can run and defend the tall players, which we have in plenty. And now that we have a point guard as well, I think we're going to do pretty well, and you'll see that during the match.
All right, I like the confidence that Tavleen has here, and I'm sure the next time you sit beside me, it is the same. And what a wonderful opening this has been actually for Team Chennai. 15-12, they're looking nice and fresh. Still 1 minute to go.
The Dreamers only need one three-pointer to even the score.
And remember, she gets 2 baskets now because they've crossed that
7-point mark.
7-point mark,
Right.
yes. 7 fouls are dusted, and this can be a very good opportunity for the Chandigarh Dreams to come back into this game.
I think it's really important to control your fouls in a game like 3x3, which gets extremely physical.
Wow, lovely. She's
There's no coming
converted
back.
2 altogether there, Anjana Daisy, and that brings them to 14-15. So like we mentioned, like you mentioned, the game can change anytime. One more foul, and this could certainly help them. Just like
It's
that.
just one possession. Good defense by
To be
Chargers.
very careful though on the defense. I'm sure you want to try and steal, you want to try and block as much as possible. But
get-
with just a few seconds remaining. It's a travel violation that was called there.
They cannot be missing chances like this if they want to even the score.
That's true. Possession has to remain with the Chandigarh Dreams, and I'm certainly a bit excited because I just could win the bet.
I think there's a high chance you might. Not if that 3 goes. Luckily it didn't.
Possession still remains with the Chargers. They're still 1 point up. About 26 seconds remaining.
You can't help but root for the underdog.
Absolutely, Tavleen. 15-14. Winners trying to spoil the party. And certainly not going the way of Chandigarh. They're trying everything possible. 15 seconds. Will they waste the time? They're looking at the shot clock. Geeta this time all by herself. Nice pass. Nivya has all the time, and that's it.
Oh.
I can certainly say, Tavleen, you won the bet, even though there are still a few seconds remaining.
But that was a close call. And it was a good shot by Nivya at the right time.
17-14 for all of you watching. First match for the Chennai Chargers and the second for the Chandigarh Dreams. Not quite how they expected it to go, but nevertheless a great entertaining match for us. And I'd really like to thank Tavleen, who joined me in the commentary box for this game. Tavleen, before you go, I want to know for you, who would be your player of the match?
I think it would have to be Nivya because she helped cover a lot through her threes, and with her experience she brings a certain calmness to the game that really helped Chennai Chargers.
Absolutely, that certain calmness and experience has probably given them that push to do better. And we'll wait and find out if Nivya is the player of the match. Highlights coming up very soon. And we wish Tavleen all the very best for her match to come very soon. And like she said, she's very confident that the team will do well. I'm sure they will
Oh, he definitely will.
come out with flying colors. So that's about it then. We're looking at the highlights very soon. More matches to come, remember. And some passionate basketball around here in the Noida Indoor Stadium. You saw a winner there come in with the first. Constant movement. Malika Seth, she also contributed with every point that she could. Nivya and winner, they formed a good partnership, the two of them. Some points coming in from Anjana, Daisy, and some strong strength there.
Malika had an
Athleticism.
unexpected 3, which I was quite happy with.
And I guess she did take a suggestion towards the next part of the game.
If only she could hear us.
Maybe she could. But job well done there for the Chennai Chargers. And there you go, winner. She is the player of the match for today. And she also wins the Muscle Blaze hamper along with all supplements that she requires for her strength and endurance. Muscle Blaze.
ब्लेज हाइड्रेट पसीना बहाने वालों के लिए।
शुभमन बस इतना ही करना है, सिंपल है।
ये वाला पसीना नहीं, ये वाला पसीना जिसमें पानी के साथ इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स का भी लॉस होता है। Muscle Blaze Hydrate Fizzy Tabs with electrolytes for rehydration, vitamins for energy reload, and BCAA for recovery. Now sweat it till you get it. Muscle Blaze Hydrate. Rehydrate, reload, recover.
बहाने वालों के लिए।
ये वाला पसीना नहीं, ये वाला पसीना, जिसमें पानी के साथ इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स का भी लॉस होता है। मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट फिजी टैब्स विद इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स, विटामिन्स एंड BCAA। मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट, रीहाइड्रेट, रीलोड, रिकवर।
मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट, पसीना बहाने वालों के लिए।
शुभमन बस इतना ही करना है, सिंपल है।
ये वाला पसीना नहीं, ये वाला पसीना, जिसमें पानी के साथ इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स का भी लॉस होता है। मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट फिजी टैब्स with electrolytes for rehydration, vitamins for energy reload, and BCAA for recovery. Now sweat it till you get it. Muscle Blaze Hydrate. Rehydrate, reload, recover.
Get ready for a fight of tussle and muscle. Remember, it is the Punjab Gladiators who are all set to take on the Pune Pythons. It's going to be a fantastic encounter. I'm ready and I'm sure you are as well. Not wasting any more time, towards my far left, once again, we welcome the first team, the Punjab Gladiators. Give them a very tough competition all the way from Pune. The Vipers, as you may want to call them. It is the Pune Pythons. Once again, to officiate the game, we have the twin brothers and the officials who will officiate this game, Mr. Ramesh and Rakesh. They are in readiness and so we are like every time, but remember, they love the socks that's been given to them. Happy faces all over. ATHL, the proud sponsors for this event. The toss is coming up soon. They're getting ready for a picture. We're coming back into the live commentary box. Live coverage begins on the Freedom Global Sports Network. Stay tuned.
Being an athlete requires a high amount of protein in my daily diet. And that is why my perfect breakfast partner is Muscle Based High Protein Oats. 17-gram protein filled with good fats, antioxidants and whole grain. This breakfast won't just kickstart your morning but will keep you energized throughout the day.
मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट, पसीना बहाने वालों के लिए।
ये वाला पसीना नहीं, ये वाला पसीना, जिसमें पानी के साथ इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स का भी लॉस होता है। मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट फिजी टैब्स with electrolytes, vitamins and BCAA. Muscle Blaze Hydrate. Rehydrate, reload, recover.
मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट, पसीना बहाने वालों के लिए।
शुभमन बस इतना ही करना है, सिंपल है।
ये वाला पसीना नहीं, ये वाला पसीना, जिसमें पानी के साथ इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स का भी लॉस होता है। Muscle Blaze Hydrate Fizzy Tabs with electrolytes for rehydration, vitamins for energy reload, and BCAA for recovery. Now sweat it till you get it. Muscle Blaze Hydrate. Rehydrate, reload, recover.
Getting back into proceedings and yet another match in this specific session. Punjab Gladiators taking on the Pune Pythons. Like I mentioned to you right at the start, a fight for tussle and muscle. You see two heavyweight teams are trying to put their best foot forward, and is there an injury that we are currently looking at? Could be a certain injury scare there at the minute. And we're just having our team look into it, who will be making their way onto the court to try and see if the player is alright. It's very important that the players maintain their rhythm, their stance. And a great combination there. Akshay Adana, Abhishek Rathi, Shashank Singh. Looking at a very good score on one side. On the other, you have the men all the way from Punjab. Pradeep Rawat, Rahul Jodi, Pulkit Sachdeva, who is not here actually at the minute. Abhimanyu Pogat. The action continues. Team Pune straight to Narendra Rathi. Pradeep Rawat has come out with an injury. Rahul Jodi, can he do better? Straight for Team Punjab. Trying to screen. Narendra trying to move in. Quick 1-2. Meanwhile, we have the physio there on the court, trying to play a healthy hand there with the players. Abhishek Rathi not able to counter. Tushar Vijay with a few dribbles, a 1-2. Akshay Adana right in the center. And Abbu Rathi finally gets that. The 3-1 it is. The Pythons not showing all the strength in one go. But I'm sure they'll want to try and do better as and when this game progresses. Just the start. Remember, you're trying to warm up, trying to find the feet, the rhythm that your team requires. Great pass from Akshay Adana and a conversion from Tushar Vijay. That's more like it. That's more like basketball you want to see in this 3x3 action. Continues here once again, just off the glass. Back with Tushar Vijay. Abbu Rathi showing a strength and skill for sure. Akshay Adana now. Hard luck for him. Narendra Rathi is there. That's a lovely fake. Fails to convert. With that fade away, Narendra gets one. At every point in this game, you're seeing them make the most of the opportunity. Here's another point for the Pune Pythons. And looking like a good squad here. Tushar Vijay, Akshay Adana. This combination is working much better. And I'm sure they will be able to fit the bill. Shashank Singh as well will be able to try and come into the scheme of things. Tushar Vijay once again. Is that enough here? Akshay Adana. A lot of strength involved. Akshay Adana with constant movement. Abhishek Rathi. Straight to Tushar Vijay. And a shot clock violation. The game continues, keeps going. And that's what Aburati is asking, how much time is remaining. 6-2 the current score. 6 minutes are still remaining. Still more and lots to come. There's constant movement here. 2-6 the current score. The energy, remember, you have to try and put your best foot forward. Shashank Singh, he doesn't want to fall prey to Narendra Rathi. Hard luck there. Narendra Rathi, some great skill on display. Rahul Jodi trying to do something different. Rahul Jodi once again straight to Narendra. That movement becomes so important. Tushar Vijay this time. And there you go, converts. That's the kind of basketball you want to see from the Gladiators. Shashank Singh, Tushar Vijay on his right. Akshay Dana taking a break. Tushar Vijay, hard luck. Aburati meanwhile. Oh, lovely that from Aburati. He's one of the best in defense there under the basket, I must say. 5x5, 3x3, it doesn't matter. Abhishek Rari is always there. Mamba mentality. And there is a foul as well that has been conceded. Akshay Adana this time. A quick movement. Keep going here. Keep getting the points consistently. The Pune Pythons are putting the best foot forward here. Quick 1-2. Narendra Rathi all by himself. Akshay Adana. You have to try and put that energy, that enthusiasm to get going. 8-2. I guess he's hurt himself there. Narendra Rathi has to be careful. Doesn't want to get that injury on the first day itself. Try and do better. You want to keep going. Pune Pythons. Aburati. He's certainly got the skill. And there it is. One more conversion. Excellent stuff here for the Pythons. Rahul Jodi just doesn't find the basket this time. And he has a task. He has to keep Aburati in check. Akshay Adana here. Quick feed, quick 1-2. Basket converted. That is Tushar Vijay, who was trying to get hold of the possession, trying to keep things going the way it should. There it is, yet another one. Tushar Vijay manages to convert this in the right time and in the right manner. 11-2. It looks more like a one-sided affair. You haven't seen them perform here time and again, the Gladiators. That's beautifully done. Narendra Rathi once again. That is beautiful. They're getting the points, but remember, you don't get twos here. You just get those ones. Tushar Vijay finally converts. Pune Pythons looking very good. 14-3. Just finds the rim this time. Narendra Rathi, he's got Rahul Jodi on his left. Good pass. Aburati with a wonderful defense. Like you know, He has a certain kind of presence there on the court. Be it the 5x5 format, be it the 3x3. He can get going at all times. Rahul Jodi misses that completely. Narendra Rathi had a chance. Fails to convert. Beautiful there from Akshay Dana. He keeps the team going. 15-3 right now. Beautiful. Nicely done. 2 more for the Gladiators. But the question is it going to be enough right now? Do they have the firepower in their arsenal to try and bridge that gap? 10 points to cover. Shoes come off here. Will they switch the player? They don't have an opportunity to do that. Aburati is waiting there for them to try and get that right. Just another 2. Rahul Jodi misses yet another one. He's playing with 1 feet off the shoe. Shot clock violation there. And a timeout here that has been taken as well. He gets a chance to wear his shoe and also discuss a few tactics with his players. Taking a short break here in the commentary box. We'll be back very soon. Back amongst the scheme of things, you're right after a short timeout. And you have instructions there. But obvious, try and do better. Put your best foot forward. Trying to be sweet, simple and gentle. Not enough that. Certainly not enough. Aburati once again. 17-5. And that's a very good scenario currently. Tushar Vijay, can he convert? He gets another 2 here. Once again, Tushar Vijay, constant movement. He tries to go right to the basket. Lovely movement here from the Pune Pythons. Last few seconds and they'll take another point home. A complimentary one for them at 21-6. Right on the time and right on the mark as well. Another great game of basketball that's been played here between the Pune Pythons and the Punjab Gladiators. Fantastic match. I'm sure you have your suggestions as to who should be the player of the match. We'll find out very soon. And remember, we have more games coming up and so are the highlights. Top-notch encounter, top-notch highlights as well. So Aburati there do a fantastic job to open the scoreboard there. Tushar Vijay complimented him straight up. Until then, Punjab Gladiators, they were waiting, looked like a one-sided affair because they were only playing with 3. They had their man injured, Prateet Rawat. Not his mistake whatsoever. He couldn't do anything as such. But then it was the Pune Pythons all over. They continued their onslaught. They did the best that they could. Superb stuff there. Tushar Vijay. Look at that execution. Look at that skill that he brings to the table. And waiting to see who the player of the match is here. Who has it been given to? And remember, you always get rewarded for the kind of performance that you put up on the court. You put your best. Vijay. Certainly done a fantastic job here, Tushar Vijay. And I'm sure he's sweating. It's hot out there. Not very happy. But it is what it is. And that's a muscle blaze hamper that he receives in terms of supplements to improve his strength, agility, endurance, and support the sport that he currently is playing. Young chap, and I'm sure he has a long way to go. Tushar Vijay. That's it from us. Stay tuned.
an athlete requires a high amount of protein in my daily diet. And that is why my perfect breakfast partner is muscle-based high-protein oats. 17-gram protein filled with good fats, antioxidants and whole grain. This breakfast won't just kickstart your morning but will keep you energized throughout the day.
मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट, पसीना बहाने वालों के लिए।
ये वाला पसीना नहीं, ये वाला पसीना, जिसमें पानी के साथ इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स का भी लॉस होता है। मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट फिजी टैब्स विद इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स, विटामिन्स एंड BCAA। मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट, रीहाइड्रेट, रीलोड, रिकवर।
मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट, पसीना बहाने वालों के लिए।
शुभमन बस इतना ही करना है, सिंपल है।
ये वाला पसीना नहीं, ये वाला पसीना, जिसमें पानी के साथ इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स का भी लॉस होता है। Muscle Blaze Hydrate Fizzy Tabs with electrolytes for rehydration, vitamins for energy reload, and BCAA for recovery. Now sweat it till you get it. Muscle Blaze Hydrate. Rehydrate, reload, recover.
Here we are then, we're all set for yet another action-packed encounter. Remember, the game continues even though it's 8:45, about 9 actually in the evening, but we still have a few more games to go and the action for you to witness on the Freedom Global Sports Network. Up next, we have the Hyderabad Hoops taking on the Bengaluru Stallions. I'm sure you've been waiting patiently to watch this nice and feisty encounter. We welcome the first team to my left, the Hyderabad Hoops. All set in shades of green, the next team's riding nice and fast, the Bengaluru Stallions. We also have our match officials who will accompany them, Mr. Mehfooz and Mr. Pawan. And like every other team that we've spoken about, this team as well is happy with the 80 HL boxes, the sauce that they've got. And I'm sure they will represent that with a smile on their faces. We're about to get to the toss, and you should head back on the Freedom Global Sports Network where the live action continues. Baba, नहीं था ना सर? सही. All right, here we go then. We're heading back into yet another action here. The Hyderabad Hoops taking on the Bengaluru Stallions. And like I mentioned to you, you've been waiting to watch this encounter, which is going to be such a nice and a feisty one. To join me in the commentary box, I have Abhyuday Yadav from Team Goa Waves. Remember, he's been part of the pre-season as well with Team Goa. And now joins me today to take us through this match. A very good evening, Abhyuday.
Thank you, Stalin, for having me here. So, what do you think? Whom are you supporting in this match?
I guess, Abhyuday, I'll stick to the Bengaluru Stallions. A certain kind of connection with my name as well. I also hail from a certain part of Karnataka, very close to Bangalore. So, a little home connection, I must say. And that is the reason I will support the Stallions today.
Okay, so the start that they have got is a real good one. Let's see where this game takes it to.
I'm sure that this is going to be a very good and nice encounter, very good and tight one. But Abhyuday, you've already finished playing your game, I was seeing the way your team was playing. You really brought out the essence of the 3x3. How difficult does it get to play in such kind of format?
It is a very fast-paced game, as we both know. So yeah, it's a bit tough if you compare it to the 5-on-5 game, because you don't have any time to relax your body, or there's no resting period here. So you have to be on your heels every time, the whole 10 minutes. This is why it's called a 10-minute sprint.
Absolutely, a 10-minute sprint, like you mentioned. For all of you who are also tuned in, let me tell you that Abhyuday Yadav is also a Hindi commentator. I'm connecting with him in English right now, but he's a very good Hindi commentator as well. He's done the pre-season Hindi commentary of basketball. He has also done Kho-Kho. So I'm sitting alongside my partner, who I must say, very good Hindi commentator. Abhyuday, थोड़ी सी हिंदी अगर आप बोलेंगे हमारे दर्शकों के लिए.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल. तो एक काफ़ी अच्छा शॉट एरन ब्लेसिन की तरफ से. अब तक बेंगलोर की टीम काफ़ी हावी रही है हैदराबाद की टीम के ऊपर. स्कोर अभी 5-0 है. देखना है कि क्या हैदराबाद की टीम कोई वापसी कर पाएगी इस मैच में.
रोहन सरावत, हिमांशु, सम टॉप नेम्स हैदराबाद के लिए वहाँ पे. और बेंगलुरु स्टालियंस की टीम के बारे में अगर हम बात करें, अभ्युदय, आपका फेवरेट प्लेयर कौन है अभी इस स्पेसिफिक मैच में?
एरन मॉन्टेरियो. फॉर मी एरन इज़ अ वेरी गुड प्लेयर. सो मुझे काफ़ी पसंद है उसका गेम स्टाइल, एंड ही इज़ वेरी अनसेल्फिश. काफ़ी अच्छा पॉइंट गार्ड है, अपनी टीम को अपने साथ लेके चलता है. ही इज़ अ वेरी गुड प्लेयर.
एंड अगर मैं आपको पूछूं, ऑपोजिट टीम में हैदराबाद हुप्स में, इफ देयर इज़ वन पर्सन टू बी अफ्रेड ऑफ, जिससे ऑपोजिट टीम को डर के रहना चाहिए, वो कौन रहेगा?
हिमांशु सिंह. ही सर्टेनली टॉल, काफ़ी अच्छी हाइट है, प्लस शूटिंग स्किल्स भी अच्छी हैं. सो आई थिंक दैट ही कैन बी ऑफ वेरी गुड यूज़ फॉर हैदराबाद.
Absolutely, the fast-paced action. काफ़ी सारी मेहनत लगती है to execute this in the right manner. You go in, day out, put your best foot forward, and finally try and win. How was it to win the first game? Abhyuday, आपने गोवा वेव्स जो टीम है, convincingly आप लोग जीते हो. आपकी टीम कॉम्पोजिशन कैसी है? Are you happy with it?
हाँ, मैं काफ़ी खुश हूँ अपनी टीम से. काफ़ी बैलेंस टीम है मेरे हिसाब से. अच्छी शूटिंग टीम है मेरे पास. रिबाउंडर्स भी अच्छे हैं. हम लोगों ने एज अ टीम काफ़ी अच्छा गेम खेला पहला गेम, और इसीलिए हम लोग अच्छे मार्जिन से वो गेम को जीत पाए.
अगर आप हैदराबाद हुप्स के कोच रहते इस समय पे इन दिस 3x3 गेम, आप उनको क्या एडवाइस देते? बिकॉज देखो, इट्स ऑलरेडी 8 लव. अभी तक उनके पास एक भी पॉइंट आया नहीं है. एक फाउल हुआ है. अबाउट 6 minutes 40 seconds स्टिल रिमेनिंग. तो आप क्या बोलते हैं उनको?
मैं बोलता हूँ थोड़ा उनको अपना गेम सेट करना चाहिए इस टाइम पे. वो काफ़ी जल्दी रश कर रहे हैं अपने शॉट्स में. जैसे आप देख सकते हो, काफ़ी ओपन लेअप था लेकिन ये मिस कर दिया. और इसी के अपोजिट टीम जो है बेंगलोर, वो अपना काफ़ी काम एंड कंपोज गेम खेल रही है. चलिए, पहला स्कोर कर दिया हैदराबाद की टीम ने.
Finally getting those first points here. Aaron Varghese Blessin, very strong there. And remember, the kind of strength that you can use is a little more than what we witness in a normal 5x5 game. So there is an opportunity for you in a 3x3 format to show some more strength. And that is allowed, not extremely, but a certain kind of strength and agility you can use better than what you see in a normal 5x5. And that was a great point there from Vikas Kumar, don't you think, Abhyuday?
Yeah, it was a real good shot, and With this, the Hyderabad team is having like 3 points, but yeah, here again, Puneet comes in with another 2-pointer. And the score is 10-3.
Santosh there fighting for it. Doing the job rightly. Great movement here. This is team play at work. Santosh once again. Straight to Rohan Sarawat. Look at that movement. Rohan Sarawat trying to do a good job. Fails to convert. Aaron Montero, cool and calm head. Sometimes you need that. Santosh. Puneet Chandra waiting right outside. I like the kind of combination, Abu Dhabi, that Bengaluru Stallions are currently showing.
Yeah, the Bangalore team is like very balanced and they are like playing very well together. But this was a very good 2-pointer from Vikas. His second make. This was a forceful attempt.
And the third one there, which could have been converted very easily, mind you. Very strong as well. And trying to run the riot, trying to get the tempo going time and again.
Yeah, like now the score is 10-5. If the Hyderabad team is like able to make 2 or 3 2-pointers from here, they can be like very much of a contender in this game. This was a real good move from Rohan Sarawat.
Absolutely.
For 1 point.
Well said there, Abu Dhabi.
Aaron comes back with it with a 2-pointer.
He always has an answer for any question thrown at him. Remember that. Perfect team player. He likes to take the game deep. And I feel he's made for this kind of format, right? Not only 5x5, but also the 3x3.
Yeah, that's why he was my pick for the best player in the game. But Vikas also made another 2-pointer. This was his third make.
And I don't know where was this man hiding, Abu Dhabi. Vikas Yadav. He was there in the preseason. Hyderabad Hoops. I guess he was playing in a different team.
No, he was in the Hyderabad team itself.
Right.
But
He was in the Hyderabad team.
We didn't see this kind of shooting from him in the preseason. But right now in this game, he has been like lights out for his team.
Absolutely. He is going ballistic here. Making sure that every point that goes in from his hand is a sweet 2. 8-15 actually. And I guess the Hoops are able to cover that. Only because of the kind of skill that Vikas has shown. Aaron Blessin.
This was a powerful move from Aaron Blessin. He draws a foul. We'll head to the free shot line for one single shot.
Do you think, Abu Dhabi, they should have taken a timeout here, Hyderabad Hoops?
Yeah, I guess they should take one timeout and like reassemble their team. And think about what they need to play with for the rest of the game. And Aaron misses the free shot. It was a great rebound from him.
Aaron Blessin once again trying his best. Himanshu this time. Puneet Chandra tailing on him. Gets through everyone. Beautiful conversion there. Once again for Himanshu and Vikas. Vikas has been in top form. Himanshu waiting there. A little too much. Remember, when it's fast-paced action, you're trying to get your move very quickly.
Hyderabad team needs to think of something better for this game. Because if this continues like this, then easily.
Super performance here from these teams. Aaron Montero once again. Bengaluru Stallions. 15 points already. Just 6 points away from finishing this. 21 is what is required.
This was a very powerful move from Aaron Blessin and he gets 1 point for his team. Rohan with the ball. He tries a fancy shot but misses it.
Great turn though, over there, Rohan. And that's beauty from Aaron Montero. Team players there, Blessin and Montero. The Aarons running the entire charge, and we've seen them play together quite often. Abu there.
Yeah, like they both play for the same team in the university circuit also, for Jain University. And they have been performing really well for the last 1 year.
Absolutely. They understand the game sense. They understand the partnership that the two of them have. Nothing to worry about. Santosh comes in place of Blessin.
And here comes the timeout for Hyderabad. I think they have delayed it a lot. They should have taken this timeout way before.
Absolutely, Abudaya. The margin is quite a bit actually. 8 points to cover. You still have about 2 minutes remaining. And if you look at the Stallions, they're sitting at a very good place. Just 3 more points. Game done and dusted.
Yeah, plus, like, both the teams haven't got so many fouls on the card. So this has been a very easy game for both the teams. The defense has not been very intense. And we can see this in the scorecard itself because there are only 2 fouls right now combined from both the teams. And Bangalore is in a very strong position right now.
Absolutely, like you mentioned, very strong position. Santosh is there inside, and so is Puneet Chandra and Aaron Montero. Lovely turn there. Puneet Chandra all by himself. Rohin Sarawat gets a hand to it.
This was a foul from Rohan. And Bangalore will get the ball back.
And we have some dignitaries there as well.
Ashok Sharma sir and Parmeshwar sir.
Absolutely, Parmeshwar sir has been there associated with the league since a long time. So is Ashok sir, has been supporting every move for basketball in India. And what a way to finish that. They reach the 21-point mark even before the time gets over. Still 1 minute 35 seconds remaining. They're just rectifying that. Yes, it has been rectified. And 21-9. Fantastic play here from the two sides. The Hyderabad Hoops and the Bengaluru Stallions. What a way to start off your campaign in the Elite Pro 3x3 League. Making sure that every point counts. I'm sure you're waiting to see which or who is going to be the player of the match in this specific game. We'll wait and find out very soon. And we'll also thank Abudaya Yadav, who has been there with us and helped us in the combox. Thank you, Abudaya. Thank you so much for taking us through this game.
It was my pleasure with commentating with you, Stalin. And thanks a lot from my side too for having me here.
And that is the Muscle Blaze player of the match being presented to Aaron Verghese Blessing. Fantastic play in this encounter. And straight away, he gets a real good hamper from Muscle Blaze, with which supplements his growth, supplements his endurance, and supplements his strength to do better in basketball in the future. And thanks to Muscle Blaze for supporting players like this. The action continues. Remember, more games to come in the day. And a few more to finish. 2 games have been moved from today to tomorrow, since it's a little tight on the schedule, so we don't want to exhaust the teams as well. But that's Aaron Verghese Blessing, your man, player of the match. Saw his strength and skill. He has been presented with that Muscle Blaze hamper. And that's it from our side. Thank you so much.
being an athlete.
We're all set to begin live action once again. It is the Bengaluru Blinks and the Delhi Wildcats. Delhi Wildcats facing the Blinks. Blinks looking much better at the start here. And now they're going to register the first point. That's something we'll wait and find out. Possession given away. Harshita Rai straight to Lekhna. Lekhna keeps possession. Trying to make that movement count. Harshita Rai straight to Prakriti. Prakriti with the movement. All by herself. 1-2. Tavleen is right under the basket. Does she get the first? That's the question. She has been given the first points here. Tavleen misses that. We want to try and do better there. Remember, we had her a few minutes ago in the commentary box. She said she's very confident with the way the team is going about their practice sessions. She's confident that they can do better in this format. And she bags the second. So 2 points coming in from Tavleen itself. Himangi hasn't been able to get going. Harshita Rai on the other side. Another top player. She's fast and quick-paced. Lekhna Hegde taking her time. Trying to do better, just gives it away. You have Akanksha and Poonam. That's it. There you go. Yet another one. Team Bengaluru. Akanksha here this time. Should she make way? Lekhna finding that pressure from Prakriti. Could have done better. She could have passed. Prakriti Ranjan all by herself has Akanksha right in front. And another point here. Is the basket been given to her? That's the question there. It has been given, in fact. Converts that. Easy peasy from Prakriti. 5 love. Bengaluru Blinks. Himangi Garment. Not quite enough. Hasn't looked like her day. And meanwhile, you have Poonam Patel that gets into the scheme of things, gets into the game. Once again, there's movement here. Lekhna and Prakriti, they're having a tussle there. Lekhna not enough for her to get going. Poonam Patel. Straight to Akanksha. Akanksha takes her time. Only hits the rim. Once again here, there's constant movement, quick feet. They want to try and get better. Want to try and push forward here. Bengaluru blinks. And you have a Tavleen here this time. All set to go. She gets one. Nicely kept intact here by Poonam. Tries to go all by herself. Hard luck. Very hard on Tavleen that. That's a travelling violation here that's been called. Tavleen goes out and Harshita comes back in. Teamwork makes the dream work. 6 love. They're playing like a team here. Delhi Wildcats. Himangi. She gets the point here. First ones for the Blinks. Harshita misses that completely. Putting the pressure there. Hina Kroplani. Just off that glass there. Not enough for Harshita. The fight keeps getting better and better. Tavleen and Hina, they make that switch there. Little difficult there for Himangi. Lovely, that's Prakriti Ranjan there, bagging yet another 2 points. Making sure you have to get going. From the word go. There it is once again. That is absolute class. And the build-up looks very good here. Constant movement here. Lekhna tries to move in. And I'm sure they're waiting to see from which way can they get the points to come in. From which side. They try to steal there. Not quite going there, Himangi. Akanksha Patel putting a best foot forward. Not enough there from Lekhna. Trying to fight for that, Himangi. That's a block there that goes in favor of team Bengaluru Blinks. A timeout here that's been taken by team Bengaluru. As you can see there, they're consistently talking. That's exactly what they require. Akanksha, Poonam want to try and drive the traffic in the right direction for their team. You want the push. On the other side, the Delhi Wildcats have looked really good. 11-3. You cannot afford to take a breather, come what may. 5 minutes 55 seconds still remaining. Tavleen will wait out at the moment. That's a good pass there from Himangi. Akanksha all by herself. She's got the skill. Misses. Lekhna completes that. Much better here from the Blinks. Prakriti now. Moving swift and fast. Once again here, they're moving fast. Good dribble there by Himangi. Tavleen tailing on Himangi, not allowing her to press. And Akanksha and Himangi there. You know what Himangi brings to the table. Poonam now on the other side as she comes in. That's the violation there, the travel that's been called. Poonam, Akanksha. Akanksha once again tries to keep it together. Fails on that end. Poonam here this time on the other side. Constant movement here from Akanksha. That hits the rim there. Lekna trying to finish that. Taken back by Poonam. Finds Lekna once again. You want to play with that side. Hits the rim. Intercepted well by Lekna. Straight to Harshita. Tavleen, can she finish? Yes, she does. The Wildcats moving away with those sweet points here. 14. Beg your pardon, 12-4 actually. Great point there from Poonam Patel. (5-12). Hard luck on that. Prakriti Ranjan fighting very hard to keep going. That is Tavlinia once again. Prakriti right in the middle. Hard luck, not able to convert. Bangalore should make the most of that. The Bengaluru Blinks looking a little tired here. Akanksha Patel. Lekna here once again, trying to maneuver a score in the right manner. Hina Kriplani, she gets that point. 14-5. They're trying their best here, somehow not able to get going. So waiting to see what happens there, how this game swings around. Prakriti will take some rest and Tavleen will continue. Akanksha there trying her best. Trying to find Hina there. Tavleen, not quite enough. Final few minutes remaining. 1:30 currently. Almost there. Harshita. She goes right out. Hina Kriplani is waiting. Not the finish you want. Himangi is here. So is Poonam. That dribble didn't go as expected. And they continue the last 1 minute that is remaining here. Delhi Wildcats. Prakriti's come back in. A foul there, I assume that's going in her favor. Bengaluru Blinks, they haven't looked like the strong side here. More like a one-side affair of 14-5. Prakriti Ranjan. Trying to steal that there, Leknath. She's done a good job. Akanksha was free. So is Himangi. Goes right in. Straight to Akanksha. Should have finished it. That was the opportunity there. Prakriti Ranjan. Taken by Leknath once again. Lovely pass there. Mole played like a team that move. Bengaluru Blinks, they need more of that. You need vision and creativity as well. Just the passing's not enough. Hina Kriplani gets one. Last 2 seconds remaining. That is the end of yet another match here between the Bengaluru Blinks and the Delhi Wildcats. And the Wildcats, remember, have paged the first victory for themselves. 16-6. What a way to begin and what a way to start their campaign in this championship. It's been a great fight all over, but the Wildcats have looked commendable. They've looked like a good team, a good side.
It requires a high amount of protein in my daily diet. And that is why my perfect breakfast partner is muscle-based high-protein oats. 17-gram protein filled with good fats, antioxidants and whole grain. This breakfast won't just kickstart your morning, but will keep you energized throughout the day.
मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट, पसीना बहाने वालों के लिए.
ये वाला पसीना नहीं, ये वाला पसीना जिसमें पानी के साथ इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स का भी लॉस होता है. मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट फिजी टैब्स with electrolytes, vitamins and BCAA. Muscle Blaze Hydrate. Rehydrate, reload, recover.
मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट, पसीना बहाने वालों के लिए.
शुभमन, बस इतना ही करना है. सिंपल है.
ये वाला पसीना नहीं, ये वाला पसीना जिसमें पानी के साथ इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स का भी लॉस होता है. Muscle Blaze Hydrate Fizzy Tabs with electrolytes for rehydration, vitamins for energy reload and BCAA for recovery. Now sweat it till you get it. Muscle Blaze Hydrate. Rehydrate, reload, recover.
And there you go, we have the player of the match, Tavleen, who has done a fantastic job for her team, captain the side as well. She gets from Muscle Blaze to help her, supplement her with her endurance and with all her strength training. I'm sure she'll make the most of it, and so will the Delhi team. That's been it from our side on this part of the match. We're heading into the next one very soon. Stay tuned as we bring you live action in a matter of few seconds. Don't go away.
Being an athlete requires a high amount of protein in my daily diet. And that is why my perfect breakfast partner is muscle-based high-protein oats. 17-gram protein filled with good fats, antioxidants and whole grain. This breakfast won't just kickstart your morning but will keep you energized throughout the day.
मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट, पसीना बहाने वालों के लिए।
ये वाला पसीना नहीं, ये वाला पसीना, जिसमें पानी के साथ इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स का भी लॉस होता है। मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट फिजी टैब्स विद इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स, विटामिन्स एंड BCAA। मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट, रीहाइड्रेट, रीलोड, रिकवर।
मसल
Chennai Turbos were all set to take on the Nagpur Knights. Remember, the Chennai Turbos have been the champions in the 5x5 pre-season of the Elite Pro Basketball League. And will history repeat itself? It's only a matter of time that we find out when they begin their campaign. Let's welcome the first team, Chennai Turbos! You always want to play like champions, but to give them a very tough competition. All the way from Nagpur, we have the Knights who are all ready. Let's welcome the Nagpur Knights! We also have our match officials. Let's welcome them. The first official, Mr. Dinesh, and alongside him, Mr. Ashwini. And as usual, like I've been mentioning always and every time, every team, every athlete is excited to have the socks that has been presented to them by ATHL at the highest level. They're the socks sponsors for this event. We're all set. The live action will begin on the Freedom Global Sports Network. Stay tuned.
मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट, पसीना बहाने वालों के लिए।
शुभमन, बस इतना ही करना है, सिंपल है।
ये वाला पसीना नहीं, ये वाला पसीना, जिसमें पानी के साथ इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स का भी लॉस होता है। Muscle Blaze Hydrate Fizzy Tabs with electrolytes for rehydration, vitamins for energy reload, and BCAA for recovery. Now sweat it till you get it. Muscle Blaze Hydrate. Rehydrate, reload, recover.
Another game kicks off in this specific session. It is the Chennai Turbos who start off their campaign against the Nagpur Knights. Top-notch basketball is something that we want to see. Nagpur Knights haven't won their first game. The Chennai Turbos, they're looking strong. They have Naveen Mishra, Saurav Badaya, Hani Shwingi, Ritik Malik, who's waiting there on the bench. Sanjeev Kumar this time for the Nagpur Knights. Rufus Harsha tailing on Hani Shringi. Saurav Badaya. There you go once again with that one move switch. Gets that point. Got basket made and so a free throw earned as well. I'm sure Saurav Badaya is going to try and want to convert this. 3 points to the Turbos, 1 to the Knights. Once again, Sanjeev Kumar. Lovely turn that from Saurav Badaya. Hani Shwingi waiting. That was a sweet move actually. Could have been converted. A little difficult there for Naveen Mishra to get things under action. Very cool, calm and composed guy there, Naveen Mishra. I like the calmness that he shows. One of my favorite players in Team Chennai, Hani Shwingi. He's playing really well here. Asking Naveen to make that move. He has to try and steal, let's try and show some more aggression than Naveen. Found by Sanjeev Kumar, who gets it right. I'm going to try and fight for every move. As soon as it goes off, I'm going to try and get into action. Try and get things moving. Naveen Mishra with a sweet 2. That's the kind of basketball we've been seeing from Naveen Mishra. He's played really well for the Chennai Turbos in the preseason. And beautiful there coming in from Nair. For Team Nagpur, Pranav Nair. Ritik Malik there, he's coming. He's been given a warning, I assume. Hani Shringi takes a breather. Naveen Mishra, Pranav Nair, straight to Naveen Mishra, who will want to try and convert. Ritik Malik, he does the job, does the damage. Mandeep Singh, Pranav Nair's waiting. Once again, Mandeep Singh trying to fight Pranav. That's Naveen Mishra straight to Ritik Malik, who swiftly turns with that 1-2. 2 here for Ritik Malik. Kuwait's tough here. Love the way they're going about their business. Four, 7. Lovely that, Saurav Badaya, one of the top members there for the Chennai Turbos, 7-4. Ritik Malik trying to get another one. Mandeep Singh right there. Pranav Nair straight to Rufus Harsha, back to Pranav Nair. Pranav Nair all by himself. Not enough. You keep going. Oh, brilliant. Naveen Mishra with that sweet, subtle 2. Rufus. A little difficult for him. Straight to Saurav Badaya. 1-2 there. Saurav Badaya gets another 2. I guess he gets 1 actually. Nagpur Knights here, they're moving constantly. Straight up. Rufus Harsha. He manages to get 1. Ritik Malik trying to go all by himself. Naveen Mishra missed that on the counter. Ritik Malik. Naveen Mishra this time. Hani Shringi waiting from the out, trying to give some instructions to his team. Rufus Harsha trying to go against two men. Pass it to Mandeep. Could have done a better job. Not yet seen a dunk in this tournament as of yet. Pranav Nair, easy peasy. Delivered with perfection. Pranav Nair is back amongst the scheme of things. So is Saurabh Badaya. Mandeep Singh. Sweet, subtle, gentle. Rufus Harsha straight to Pranav Nair. Look at that constant movement there. Naveen Mishra once again straight to Saurabh Badaya, right in the center. Ritik Malik has done a good job. Rufus, he's been calm and composed. Timeout here that's been taken, a good move. 10-6 turbos. They turbocharge their engine like any other day. And we take a short break there, a breather in the commentary box. Back in action here. Hani Shringi has come back in. Really good stuff here from the players. You have Hani Shringi once again for the Chennai Turbos. Hani Shringi all by himself right in the front. Ritik Malik. Naveen Mishra has shown some class, and so has Ritik Malik. The skill is on display for everyone to see. Sanjeev Kumar. He bags another two. Constant twos here all together. Rufus Harsha dribbles a bit. Oh, brilliant move that from Rufus. You're asking for a travel, hasn't been given. 2 steps. 12-9 here. Naveen misses that, but a foul has been called against Hani Shringi. Pranav Nair and Mandeep Singh. Lovely that from Pranav. Too much there from Hani. (12-9) the current score. Naveen Mishra once again, easy peasy, making this look like a class. Just at 1 point, 2 not given to him. I'm sure his leg was on that line there, has to be careful. Oh, lovely move that. Shot clock violation. We have to be careful with that. Remember, the shot clock's constantly ticking. 13-9. That arm there that was extended there from Naveen Mishra, it goes against him. And Nagpur Knights, possession in their favor. Mandeep Singh, he's waiting. They've had a shot clock violation already. Sanjeev Kumar, he's looked good today. Pranav on the other side, he's got some real good talent to portray. Show of skill that I can certainly see. Once again there, Hani Shringi trying to find his man. Mandeep Singh straight to Naveen Mishra. (4-2) the current score. Shot clock violation once again. Have to be careful. A timeout here that's been called. Remember, they cannot take that timeout here. Remember, you have only one timeout and one media timeout, which hasn't been taken by the officials. Rufus Harsha converts that nicely. Still chance here for the Knights. Anything can happen. 13-10. Hani Shringi has all the time in the world. And he does the damage. Takes that to 12. Beg your pardon. Takes that to 15 in fact. 15-10. Still that 1 minute remaining there. That was very strong in terms of tackle there from Ritik Malik against Rufus Harsha. 16-10. That's a 6-point difference. Here we go once again. Trying to keep the ball with himself. Naveen Mishra using a little bit of skill. Top-notch basketball stuff here. 3x3 format. Chennai Turbos, they're on their way of beginning this campaign with a win. 16-11, the whistle's been blown, and that is another and an exciting start for the Chennai Turbos, who've been champions of the Elite Pro Basketball League pre-season. And they also make a good start in the 3x3 format. 16-11, great start, great entry. We are moving on to the next part of the evening, the next match, and highlights for you on display.
मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट, पसीना बहाने वालों के लिए।
शुभमन बस इतना ही करना है, सिंपल है।
ये वाला पसीना नहीं, ये वाला पसीना, जिसमें पानी के साथ इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स का भी लॉस होता है। Muscle Blaze Hydrate Fizzy Tabs with electrolytes for rehydration, vitamins for energy reload, and BCAA for recovery. Now sweat it till you get it. Muscle Blaze Hydrate. Rehydrate, reload, recover.
Being an athlete requires a high amount of protein in my daily diet. And that is why my perfect breakfast partner is Muscle Based High Protein Oats. 17-gram protein filled with good fats, antioxidants and folate. This breakfast won't just kickstart your morning but will keep you energized throughout the day.
मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट, पसीना बहाने वालों के लिए।
ये वाला पसीना नहीं, ये वाला पसीना, जिसमें पानी के साथ इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स का भी लॉस होता है। Muscle Blaze Hydrate Fizzy Tabs with electrolytes, vitamins and BCAA. Muscle Blaze Hydrate. Rehydrate, reload, recover.
मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट, पसीना बहाने वालों के लिए।
That's Naveen Mishra there. Remember Naveen Mishra, he bags the Player of the Match award for the Chennai Turbos. Really skillful and has made sure that he starts the campaign for the Turbos in a grand fashion. He's been awarded the Muscle Blaze Player of the Match, and I'm sure he is getting the supplements for his growth and nutrition.
मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट, पसीना बहाने वालों के लिए।
शुभमन बस इतना ही करना है, सिंपल है।
ये वाला पसीना नहीं, ये वाला पसीना, जिसमें पानी के साथ इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स का भी लॉस होता है। Muscle Blaze Hydrate Fizzy Tabs with electrolytes for rehydration, vitamins for energy reload, and BCAA for recovery. Now sweat it till you get it. Muscle Blaze Hydrate. Rehydrate, reload, recover.